Alright guys, we are back at the RV. I am absolutely beat. I am as sore as I can, well, probably not as sore as I can possibly be, but I am definitely sore in every way. I'm getting this place lit up here. I was out here yesterday and I worked for 12 hours. I worked on the hardwood floor, and I'm going to show you guys some of that in just a minute here. I don't want you to see it yet. I'm going to show you some of what I got done here. By the time I leave here today, I want to have the rest of it all done. And I'll tell you what, it has been a job. My fingers are so sore, they feel like I have the worst arthritis. I have blisters on my hands. I have like little nicks and cuts from my razors because I have to switch them out, like the little blades. I have to swap out so often to keep them sharp. And I like nick my fingers and I poke them and stuff. Oh, feels like paper cuts on my hands. Every joint in my body is so sore from working so much out here recently. But it's coming together and it is well worth the reward. So, I didn't film a whole lot yesterday of what I was doing with the floor, but I am going to film more today. I just wanted to get a good start on it, but there's enough left where I can show you the process. So that's what I'm going to do today. Let me light this place up and we'll get this started. Guys, so this is one of the challenges about putting in a hardwood floor like this. You have to be consistent with it. So you start in one area, like this long flat area over here, and I'm starting at the farthest area, which is actually this thing over here. So you start with a little piece over here, then you go to the next one, and take it all the way over, and this actually goes all the way under that, and then there's a little nook over there. However, then you can kind of start working back and forth. But the thing that you have to be consistent about is stuff like this, where you've got about 9.5 inches of a piece right here, and then you've got a whole piece right here, so you need to go 9.5 here, whole piece, 9.5, whole piece, all the way across. You see how even that looks as we move along here. Now you'll notice that some of these boards are darker than the others. I honestly didn't expect them to be like that because I bought them all the same color. Sometimes people buy them like this on purpose. And you have to kind of try to even them out, you know, so that there's dark ones and light ones, and, you know, I mean, you can see the difference in there. But as far as staying consistent, you see how where it goes together, it's consistent all the way across. And as I move up here, it's consistent all the way across. And as I move up here, it's consistent all the way across. Well, as I got over here, I was like, okay, great. A couple more pieces, lay them down, and be done with this spot. And I'm like, wait a minute. I was standing here looking at them, and I'm like, this is not going to be consistent if I do it this way. Because here we go again with this, like this. And then when we get to this here, I was just filling it in with long boards. So, pain in the butt, but now I have to take these two boards out. I have to cut another piece with this little nooks and crannies here to fit the little vent piece. And, you know, make it like this all the way across over here. And then that will also have to carry through into the bathroom. Now I know some people would not care, and they would say just lay them down and be done with it. It's going to look good anyway, because it still would. I mean, if I just left it like that and finished it out without any seams throughout that part there, or even in the bathroom, which I could do, it would still look good. And I'm probably going to have some little rugs down there anyway, but, you know, I'm just that kind of person where it needs to be done right. Why must I be like this? Man, it was going to work out so perfectly, too. I don't like to have a lot of waste. And these two pieces right here, and this piece over here, I actually had to cut off the end, and the other, oh no, that one's not cut off, but this one's cut off here. And I was going to be able to salvage those by doing it this way through the rest. Because, like, let me show you this. In here, I got this whole stack of them here that I've had to cut off, you know, little bits and pieces to keep it consistent like that. And I have to do that over here as well. But, oh well, whatever. I have enough. I've got 2 more brand new boxes over there still. So it's not like I'm going to be short and that I have to cut corners just to get it done. I can do it right and make it look good. Let me show you the other thing that's driving me crazy. One reason that you choose a spot like this, a flat edge, to start on, is so that you have like a 90-degree angle so that all your boards are nice and straight throughout the whole coach. Okay, so you see where I started over here, by the time I get over here to the steps, that is nice and straight across the steps. But going down through here, it is nice and straight all the way. Until you get right back here, you can start to see, sorry about that, you can start to see where this kind of starts to taper in. And the reasoning for that, and I'm not sure why they did this, is that this wall here is slightly angled going that way. I don't know why they did that. It really doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it gives you, I guess, a little bit more room back here, which gives you a little bit more room for the toilet in there. But I mean, you're talking like 2 inches. So, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me, but that's the way they did it. So, with carpet, you can't tell. But with these slats, you can easily tell, you know, where this is straight here, but the door, I mean, the wall that the door is on is not. So, I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Still gonna look good when it's done, so. Alright, I gotta keep on moving if I want to get this done. Alright, this just got really tricky. Laying down this one here, gets over to here. We got a couple of little cuts. Then we jog over again and go this way. And I'm like, wait a minute, I cut too much off the end here. So I was just kind of measuring again and making some marks so that I could make the new one off of that. However, now where it gets really tricky is right here. Because I start looking at this piece and I'm like, okay, what's under the door there? It goes in about a half an inch, then over to the right about a half an inch, and then back over the other way about quarter of an inch. And then, look at that. I have to cut almost like a U shape in this piece of wood somehow and make it fit in there. Oh my God, what in the world? Whew. Guys, I'm telling you, I am sweating. Oh, yeah, so this end here has to come up here, go in and take care of that little nook right there, and then it's going to extend out another probably 3 inches maybe inside the bathroom. So it has to wrap around the wall there and then go back in. How the heck am I supposed to do that? Oh, my Lord. All right, whatever. While I'm down here, I got this open, and I just noticed something else unplugged. I find all kinds of wires unplugged in here. This thing right here was unplugged, and it appears to go to this radio here. That's the outside entertainment center, and you remember a couple of weeks ago I showed you that that doesn't work. I just plugged that in, and I heard it kick on. So let's take a break from this fun floor project. Let's go see if that thing works now. All right. What do you know? Power. Well, now that makes me wonder if the fridge is just a matter of something unplugged. I'm not going to mess with it today, but sure makes me curious. Like I said, I find all kinds of wires that are unplugged around here. Now that thing works perfectly fine out there. All right, now we're back to this thing. How are we supposed to make that wrap around and come inside here? We were just talking about consistency, and I was thinking, well, maybe I could just back this up a little bit here, make it end right there at the door. However, if I do that, the seam is going to be about right here, which makes it right in the middle of the rest of these seams. But then I realized I'm not even consistent over here, because here's the seam line. We get up here, and I started that one butt up against the cabinet there. All right, I gotta sit down and take a break for a few minutes here to clear my head. I don't even know how many hours I've been out here today, but yesterday I was here for 12 hours. I gotta take a break. Okay, so I took a break. I went down and I got 2 steak soft tacos from Taco Bell so I could get a little bit of something in my tum-tum. I'm afraid to eat too much out here, though, because then I gotta go to the bathroom, so then I gotta find a place to go to the bathroom. And I went to Dunkin' and got a large coffee. Now, it is almost 9 p.m., and I'm about to down a large coffee from Dunkin'. So that means that I have decided to give it a go and do it right. Because what it comes down to is, what can I live with? If I do it wrong and the seams don't match up, that's going to drive me crazy forever. So I'm going to do it right. There is no saying that it can't be done around that door. It's just going to be really difficult, but it can be done. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the time and do it. Like I said before, if I'm going to do it, I need to just do it right. So I've got a couple hours of work ahead of me yet, and I'll show it to you when it's done. I don't think I'm going to try to film it because it's just such a cramped little area down there. But, yeah. Let's get to it, I guess. Alright guys, so far so good. We got this much done here, and I was able to keep it consistent. So basically, if you stand over here, you see that? Pretty cool. Basically looks like these boards here go all the way through underneath. And that is exactly how it should be. So I'm doing it right, and it feels good. Alright, so after about half an hour of messing with this thing, here's the piece. That's what I had to cut out of there in order to put it around that part of the door. So I don't know, moment of truth. I'm going to try it out and I'll let you know. Okay, well, it worked. Good enough. Let me show you. Okay, like I said before, we got all this even. Here's the new piece. It comes down here around the little nook and cranny here, and then we can open the door and you can see it right there. The only thing is the piece that comes around the edge, it's snapped right there because there was just no way to do it. There was no way to get it around that edge without that happening. So I got it just laying down there, and that actually will be locked in once I put the rest of the flooring in here. So that won't be going anywhere anyway. Plus, there's a little cabinet that goes on top of this part of the floor right here. Comes up to about there or so. At least we got that part done though. I'm glad that I didn't just take the easy route. So for right now, I'm gonna shut the camera off, finish the rest of the floor, and I will show you when it's done. All right guys, it is the next morning. I am going back in here to finish up. I was here till after midnight last night, and I finished everything except the bathroom, the little water closet there. So we're gonna finish that today. I'll show you the progress that I made in just a second here, but I was standing here waiting to go in, and I'm looking at these steps because aside from the bathroom, I still need to do these. So I was looking at them thinking, what exactly should I do? And I think I still want to take the hardwood, put it on the sides here, and well, everywhere. You know, I'm going to put these grips back on or get some new ones. I think they look good enough to just clean up and reuse instead of spending more money. But I got to figure out where to get like some more of these mats here, because you definitely want something like that on here to start to dry your feet as you step up into here. So, and I may even cut from some of the extra carpet that I have little pieces to fit in here, because, well, yeah, you want your feet to get dry, you know, dry and clean as you're going in there. And I have plenty of carpet that I could cut like 3 or 4 for each of these steps right here. That way, as they get dirty over time, I can just throw one away and put a new one in. I think that would be cool. But let's go ahead and step up into here, and I'll show you what else I did last night. And that would be correcting this back here. Hold on. Get this out of the way. So if you remember earlier, I was talking about how I just started laying down long planks to take up this area here. And I went ahead and pulled those up, and I corrected it so it is all uniform throughout. All the seams match up. Even these right here, I cut tiny pieces so they would match up there in front of the shower. I have this piece here to go down between here. That'll make a nice little transition from the carpet to the hardwood. And then you can kind of see where it's not quite right up against the sides of the walls. And it's like that everywhere. So I need to get some quarter round today from LaRose and line everything in here with that. But let me show you this up here. This is what I was talking about with this thing that lays down here and makes the nice transition. Goes straight from the hardwood to the carpet, and it looks nice and neat. Try to make this a shorter day today. My entire body is sore from working on this, but I definitely want to finish up the floor today, and then I might do like a few simple things and then get out of here because the girls are coming tomorrow and I need some rest. So with that in mind, I'm going to finish the bathroom here, and give me just a few minutes. I'll come back and I will show you how that looks, and then I will show you the whole floor after I get this whole place cleaned up. Alright guys, let me show you what we got here. So I showed you that we had finished this part and we kept it all consistent, and I have the little partition down here now. I think that makes a really nice transition right there from the hardwood to the carpet. That turned out really, really good. I like that. So we got the bathroom done too. We got the hole cut for the toilet there, and another little tiny hole there for the water line. And like I said, you know, against the edges here, that'll be covered with quarter round, that'll be covered with trim. We also kept it consistent all the way through there. That would just drive me absolutely out of my mind if I did not do that. Now I took the extra time to do it, put in the extra effort, and I will always know that throughout this whole coach, it is consistent. So now it's time to finish cleaning up in here, and then I'll show you the finished product. Alright, I have got everything cleaned up here, and I'm ready to show you how everything looks. I'll tell you what, I am very happy with how everything's coming along, guys. All the hard work is starting to pay off. I don't know if I said this yet, but I still need to do the steps. That will be for another day. But as far as the floor, the entire floor is finished, including the little transition strips. Yes, those are Walmart sandals. And everybody asks me where I got them. You have to get them online on walmart.com. They're $13, guys. But here's the floor all the way through. As we come through here, you see how good the bedroom looks right there. Look at that. Man, you can just crawl in there and go to bed right now. Let me show you the bathroom here. I got the bathroom done. Still need to hook up the toilet, but it's in the place where it's going to be. And yeah, hung this on the wall. This was actually one of these that stands on the floor, and I had to cut these off, and then I just used the little plastic parts from the part that would be sitting on the floor to cover up the sharp edges there after I cut those off. So that's where my towels and everything is going to be. We got a cabinet back here, toilet, another cabinet down here. I still need to put the shelves in here. But yeah, toilet paper roll and wipes on top of there. I thought that was really cool when I found this. I guess you're actually supposed to use that for like a cell phone, but I think that works good right there. I will probably keep this on here. I thought about taking it off. It's just like a towel rack thing, but why take it off? So I wanted to show you this too. This is how the floor looks all the way up through there. But I found this shower curtain at Walmart, and I've been wanting a shower curtain to cover this because all it has behind it is that ugly, I don't even know what you call it, that ugly other door. But this is pretty cool. It has like Bible verses on it. Forgive, faith, what else do we got here? Love, hope. Now, I'm kind of bad with colors, guys. That kind of looks like a pink to me, but I don't know. But it looks good, and it'll do for the moment. So, I like it. And, yeah, there's our floor. I am really, really happy with the way it turned out. I'm really happy that I didn't quit when I was having trouble over here, that I didn't quit and just take the easy way. And you can tell, it pays off. So that's it, guys. I'm signing off. I've been over here for about 35 hours in the past 3 days, and I'm ready to get home, get something to eat, and just be happy that that floor is in. Look at that. Pretty cool. Guys, it's coming along. Furniture is coming in soon. Lots of stuff. Stick around.